Let's see if we can get us a dub. I was trying to get my traits done before we started, but it don't look like it's gonna happen. I got shit to do, so I'm trying to hurry up.
Music business and worldwide. Though affiliation has been denied, Big U has been described by gang experts in California as a leader, if not the top man in the Rolling 60s, which they consider a heavily armed Crip gang based in South Central Los Angeles. Now, if we're talking about territory, they're going to say that the Rolling 60s stretches from Slauson Avenue to Florence Avenue, and that's going to be between Western Avenue and around Crenshaw Boulevard. Now, they're definitely going to be one of the more well-known and probably the most infamous, and some people would say they're the most feared black gang in the Hyde Park, Crenshaw region of Los Angeles.
We got on our dark units, bro.
Really, really deep history with it. So they range from around 6,000 to 8,000 members in California. Now, they're going to have a long-standing beef with the 8 Gangster Crips, who they were close allies with. At one time, before reasons unknown, they began to go back and forth, and the rivalry between them two was actually responsible for being the first Crip-on-Crip rivalry in the history of Los Angeles, according to some media outlets. Now, some of the more notable members of the 60s is going to be, everybody knows, Nipsey Hussle, going to be Little Fee, going to be CJ Mack, and also Corrupt. And in some interviews, Big U goes into detail about how he first met Corrupt back in 1990, and that was almost his introduction to the music business, even though he was entrenched in the streets at that time. He would talk about a story of how he was kicked out of LA in 1982 when he was forced to live with his father in some kind of program that they had.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
All accounts, he had been making a name for himself.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
That was one of the protocol for his family. And he would explain how martial arts would have a big impact on his life, saying things like discipline. And he said almost a lot of stuff that happened at the martial arts studio. So he was definitely a terror in the streets, and it's still folklore and stories about things that he did, people he knocked out. So he was definitely a hitter and a fighter for the 60s, because early on in the game time, in the 90s, I'm going to say a transition.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play and second down.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
The Carolina Panthers picked up Tommy Tremble in the 3rd round from Notre Dame. This is a tight end with terrific upside, a tremendous blocker, now showing good hands on that catch for a first down.
He would end up being sentenced.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught.
Damn.
Anderson, touchdown Panthers. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved
Diggs gonna get him back for that.
That was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about
Good
most.
catch.
They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the
Cuz just hit me with a dot over Diggs. I'm sure Diggs gonna pay that motherfucker back though. We gonna get a pick. Good drive.
As they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see if we can hit him back with something.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggy Diamonds. Doggy Diamonds TV. Before I get into today's show, let me give a few shout outs.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fighting through. Elliott a first down and more. And then he goes with a juke.
Okay, then Zeke.
Can't stop him. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking
Nice run right there, wasn't it?
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's my fault. Fuck that up.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All right.
At the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know...
Good shit, good shit. I was about to throw a pick.
They sack him back at the 36.
Good D.
Good D,
good D. That's on me. Ooh, that's on me too. We fucking up right now. Alright, we gotta make up for all that shit.
And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes though.
Looking at these motherfucking cars.
And this one winds up no good.
My fault, fellas.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First drive, they got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Okay, then.
Pressure gets there this time.
Okay, then.
He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
All right, let's make up for that fuck up.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard.
Let's do what we do. Let's do what we do.
Return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking,
come on, man, get that motor back running.
Want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott.
Way to hold that rock. Way to hold that rock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they won't.
Man, you ain't holding that block, bro. And I double team, dude. What's up with that? Get some Gatorade, fellas. Hit the doobie.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott.
Oh!
And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
All right.
The return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Dak ain't trying to throw no long balls, I see. Oh, yeah, that is right. I threw a lot of picks last week. Yeah, we on some bullshit today, too.
He had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And not much.
We came to play, we just ain't performing.
23.
Fucking up. What the fuck this dude got on?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give to Elliott.
Good D. I ain't warmed up yet. First game of the day.
And they'll look to convert on what'll be a 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance.
There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what we really look like right there.
Two-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles. And
catch him slipping.
Does just that on this run.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean,
good block.
Contact,
excellent block up the gut.
And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Good awareness, good reaction. Look at the hop. Yeah. Zeke came to play, baby.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Blaze that motherfucking doobie back up for that one. Play some deep. Fuck, forgot to make a high kick. You're looking out. Commissioner hook us up with our traits after the game. Everybody else got their traits. I'm a little bit behind, so a couple cats might be performing a little lesser than the opponents. It's all good. It's just good rec. We got plenty of weed. We ain't gonna cry about that shit.
They split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead.
As long as Madden don't be on no bullshit. Let's stay in control, baby.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, wrong D.
Now from the 28. to throw.
Ah, my fault. Ooh, good block. Damn, he clinked my dude's clock.
Mark him down at the 49. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
If I had called the D I wanted, that wouldn't have happened. Let's go, fellas.
Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go play action here on first down. He lets this one fly.
That's me.
Toward the back of the end zone.
Damn.
It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, give me my traits.
Yeah, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking,
that's how you feel?
Here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh no. And their worst fears won't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
They dogged us with that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. Nice.
Let me get some separation. Let me get some separation.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
45 before being tackled.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Prescott now from the 50. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
That was a dangerous throw. I fucked that up for real.
They've given up a few first downs on this
Man,
drive, but getting the incompletion
terrible.
there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Prescott yet again. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott.
All right, fellas.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard.
That was close. That was close.
Seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Damn, I got to piss.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Here's Smith to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
All right, D up, no crazy shit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Blazers spliff black up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game?
Zeke out there getting it in.
Do something to bring some life to your sideline.
139 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Elliott sheds him off at the 45 and taking it across the field and just shy of the 40. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, and he'll be brought down
Sorry.
42.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a throw here to his running back. And past
the first.
5, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run on first down.
Good D. Good D.
Taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is
okay there.
The end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Let's go.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Sam Sloman now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stone cold behind the line of scrimmage. On third and short, they'll try and pick
Get in there, get in there.
He'll air this one deep for Anderson.
Fuck. Cuz, too slow. Good shit.
A big play there for Carolina.
Good shit.
Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey.
There we go.
This time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gonna try to run it with the QB.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. That's what's up. Good D, fellas. Good D. That was a better idea than running it with the QB, though.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. So
man, this motherfucking blunt tastes awesome. Hope y'all blazing over there too. Ooh, cuz want to go for it. I feel you.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Good D, good D. I ain't see his ass either. Way to blend in with the motherfucking end zone.
And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
All right, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Back up against the wall, fellas.
This next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving,
get that block,
keep the clock going, and above all, ball security.
Good shit, good shit. We might be able to get a dub, fellas. 205. Oh yeah, yeah. Zeke having a good one, baby. Zeke out here on one, baby. Let's finish it off.
They keep on the ground with Ellis.
Damn, Zeke faster than you goddamn blocking.
7-yard line. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Right, right.
To go on second down from the 27. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's
damn
down. It's a Panther sack.
That's the type of shit we don't need.
Forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
10.
Here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Good shit. Ooh, hold on to that, Rob. That was clutch, baby.
Connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Okay, there.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it.
Look at motherfucking Zeke. God damn. That's what's up.
50 yards. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Fluck, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. On play action.
Oh, I wasn't ready.
Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I should have known he wasn't paying no attention because he's going to come up on the stats.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. A little juke, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Dallas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.